I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? And welcome to Storytime with Skitzo. Today's story is the day I saved someone's life. So, this was one of my many security guard stories that I have. And it was when I worked in a recycling plant. And, it was kind of in like the dirtiest part of the city. It wasn't the greatest area, lots of homeless people, lots of fucking prostitutes. And it was kind of a grimy area. It wasn't the best spot to be in. I got some prostitutes, but not too many homeless people. And it was easy. You just kick them off and it was done. Over and done with. No problem. I remember it was one weekend I was working. And usually on the weekends, they didn't have the Monday to Friday people, obviously. It was just a security guard and the one person that worked in the back. How it worked was I had to sit in the front of the facility because if any trucks came in, I would have to let them come in. They would dump their load and out they go. I think it was like around 2:30. I get a call on the radio and all I hear is, "Ah!" And it's this fucking person screaming at the top of their lungs. And holy crap, I get right back on the horn and I say, "Oh my god, what's going on, what's going on?" I know their name, I said it over the radio, but I'm not going to release it in the video, but I said, what's going on, and all I heard was click and then just them screaming more. So I had to run back to the back of the factory. This lady I was working with was on the ground and she had her hand on her face. And I asked her to move it away, and when she went to go move her hand, her skin of her face was peeling away with her hand. And I go like, put your hand back. And oh my god, that was the grossest thing I've ever seen. Like, her face skin was peeling off. What happened was, I ended up grabbing, she had a cloth there, and I made sure there was a brand new cloth, obviously, you don't want any chemicals on it. But I put the cloth on her face, and I moved her hand, and I'm holding this cloth on her face. So technically I'm holding her skin on her face with this cloth. I call 911, I'm holding her, because she's like going into shock almost, right? So she's holding my forearm, while I'm holding my hand on her face, and I'm calling 911. I couldn't leave her. So I told them to drive through the gate. Because the gate was a pretty weak gate. It wasn't too sturdy or anything like that. You could really just bash through it with a van. So what happened next was the ambulance gets there about, let's say, 25 minutes later, and yelling. And wow, they finally found me, and what happened was they removed my hand, started to perform CPR on her, and I was just in time, because what happened, okay, I can give you the backstory now because she told me. What happened was they had these huge tanks that we needed to clean out, and to clean them out you had to use something called caustic soda. And caustic soda mixed with water is pretty much like an acid. So you put this caustic soda on your stainless steel, and it would clean it out back to brand new. And she was doing that, and she went to go dump it in, and a whole pile splashed back up on her face. She told me that she could only muster up enough energy to grab the radio and yell into it. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so crazy insane. That, like, if she wasn't there, she would have pretty much lost her face. That just blew my mind, that I just reacted so fast to that. I was instantly back there, holding her face, right? And I just never thought something like that would happen, where I'd have to literally save someone's life. Because if I wasn't there, she probably would have died. Because that acid, unless she would have called the cops right away, or 911, that acid would have ate away at her face. She eventually would have went into shock, and then cardiac arrest. And then you're dead. So that was the time I saved someone's life. And if you love that story, don't forget to leave a like. And until the next one, mystical cock forest.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave a like. New dank videos every Saturday. Motherfuckers.